What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to City Skylines. My name is Rixus, of course, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back, trust me. It's been a hectic week for me. Sorry, they're out of render distance. I'm gonna come a bit closer to the skyline so you can enjoy the good view. It's been hectic. I have a new mod installed called the Don't Crash mod, and I'm needing it very much. I suggest you install it too. Even though your game doesn't crash, I suggest you install the Don't Crash mod. Install. Just because if it's starting to crash someday, at least you have the mod installed, and hopefully you won't experience any crashes. So if it does crash maybe one day, you at least have the mod installed, so it might start up next time. That is what happened to me. The game didn't start up, crashed before the main menu, so I couldn't enable that mod. I had a bit trouble. Luckily, I could enable it one day. I got into the main menu and I was able to enable that mod. Shout out to Delroy for linking me that mod. Thank you very much. I am now enjoying my City Skylines time again. OBS has just crashed, so that's nice. I was recording this episode and it crashed, so it could be that it's gonna crash again this episode, but that's something I gotta fix behind the camera, off screen, and yeah, that's it basically. And I've had a bit of trouble recording today, but nonetheless we're gonna record because I want to record, and I owe you a video. And if follow me on Twitter, guys. Really do follow me on Twitter. It's in the description. It's in the description. @Varixus, I believe. And if I am not able to record, the reason will be on there. You can tweet at me. I answer. Not within a day. Sometimes I don't check every day. But you'll find out. Just tweet me on there. It's fun. We can talk. Cool. That being said, we're gonna make a racetrack today. Hopefully, it's gonna work. And I've already prepared a little area. I know it looks ugly. Don't tell me. You could tell me. But I know that already. And we're going to make a racetrack here. And the racetrack which I'm going to make is Muggelo circuit. Racetrack Muggelo, or whatever, however you pronounce it. Italian racetrack, I believe. It's Italian. So that's what we're going to do. Also, I have installed a whole lot of assets. Death is upon us in this city. I'm also having a cold, so that's why my voice might sound a bit funky today. But that's the reason. So we're gonna plop these guys down here. I don't give a frick where they are. Just work. And you here. This guy's gonna complain that he has no electricity. Pick those dead up, destroy them, burn them, and then do whatever. And power is an issue in this neighborhood. Power outage. I don't know, I'm excited to play this game again. It's been a long time for me. So they got power. These buildings, I installed the assets for them. I installed about 1,000 assets. I had 2,900. Now I only have 2,400. No. 14 to 1,600, something like that. Which is good. I am still minimizing on the assets. I'm uninstalling a lot more, so I can install more new ones. Downloaded the new airport. Looks really cool. Gonna work on that. I'm gonna build the racetrack. I'm gonna inspire it by Muggelo, not copy it. So that's that. Disclaimer. Now every racetrack has a straightway, and I'm gonna make these out of this one, which has like the zoning. Now what we can do, we have a mod installed, which allows us to collide, overlap, pillars floating, pillars side, pillars. I could force zoning one day. I could, but that mod has probably been updated. Okay, that's a shame. Anyways, we're gonna work with this then. So we got the straightway. This is like the straight. It's a pretty long straight. It's about 130 meters, which is in real life terms not very long, but we're gonna work with that. I think there's about some sort of a like a nice good turn in there. So we're gonna go 15 by. That's too big. Go 12 by 12. So that's a nice turn. It's a shame we can't do banking turns. Banking is, let's say, like the road is at an angle. Do we want it to go back like this? It's gonna make a full 180 degrees here. Like, I don't know the racetrack from the top of my head, but I know the basic design, so that's what I'm gonna try and do. And this is gonna come down just a little bit. I'm going off with my own design of this, but the basic design, as I said, is Muggelo. It's gonna be a bit of a tight left-right hander here. Just one sweeping turn there. Sorry, I hit the desk there. And then we're gonna go straight up a bit here. Just a little straight. And then not a very sharp turn there. Not very happy with the design of that. Let's do this. And then maybe something like that. So you go back to this area. And then we're gonna have like a small back straight here. Of about 40 units. And we're gonna come down here with, let's say, a 5x6 is nice. And then just a little straight, very small. And then come back around. Actually, we do need to go there. So I'm gonna go with that turn. We're gonna go up a bit. Yeah, that's correct. So we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna make a very nice turn here. And from this side on, we're gonna get a couple straights. So let's grab the corner piece and go for a 10x10 corner or turn, whatever you want to call them. So we got turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is turn 7 right here. And then we're gonna go straight on. Let's go for this much. And we're gonna go for also again a 10x10, which goes that direction. We're gonna have another straight, and we're gonna have a very nice curvy section. Not very happy with this design, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete these both. I think that's about, no. That's better. That's a better design. So we might have to do this on that side as well. But now what we're gonna do, this is gonna be quite. Shut up. This is gonna go up by 8, and then we're gonna have a very nice turn right here, which is not so sharp and beautiful. This is good. This is cool. We also need to come back. So this is gonna be tricky. Might have to not make this a bit sharper. Like that, so it goes back a bit. And then let's do another straight, going down. Down to the ocean. Oh, that's cool, like the river. I might do some canals in the middle. I think that could be really cool. We're gonna have this nice little park in the middle of the rail of the racetrack. We're gonna make some cool stuff there. So now we're gonna have a very nice turn right here. And let's do a chicane here. Because every racetrack needs a chicane. Those are always good turns. And then let's go for a 12x12. I think that's gonna fit very nicely. It will. And then that's gonna be the same like thing. No. I am not allowed to do that. 10x10 maybe. And then it's getting a bit sharper to a 7x7. So we're gonna have a bit of a back straight here. Got enough room for grandstands there. So this is like the third back straight or something. It's going up a bit too far right here for my liking. Which kind of sucks though. And then we're gonna have to connect it up somehow. And I have no idea how. Not like that for sure. Might do something like this though. That's bad looking, I know. I'm sorry. I've got an idea. 13 by 13 right here. Beautiful, and I'm gonna have to connect this up. So, I'm gonna grab this tool. And the straightaway is gonna be reformed by a nice little sweeping turn. And we're gonna delete this entire section of the racetrack. And then I'm gonna do my chicane like in the middle of this corner. I think that's a good idea. For crashes, we're gonna have a lot of crashes in this section of the racetrack. Everyone has a lot of speed and then suddenly there's a corner there. I think that's a good idea. So that's something I want to have here. Then grab you again. Grab this, that might be better. Starting to take shape. I think that's a cool racetrack. So we're gonna really do need to make a some new turns and all. I'm gonna have to improve it just a little bit, but the basic design has arrived. That is a racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, we're gonna change the road, and that's gonna be something like that. But first, we're gonna have to make like the pit lane and all that kind of stuff. And I think the pit lane could be. It's quite far away on this racetrack, like about that much. So we're gonna go to the pit lane to about here. And then it's gonna rejoin the racetrack like on a very nice angle there. The racetrack is actually entered like right there, but I think I'm gonna make it like mid-corner. I think that's a good idea. Might not be very good, but you know, we'll see. If there's a lot of crashes here, we're gonna change it. Maybe. Probably not. How cool would it be if they actually used this like a racetrack? How cool would that be if they actually used it? That could be really awesome. Now so that's the pit lane. We can always change the road design, but I do want grandstands next to the like the main straight, and we're gonna put them on this. And someone asked me, hey, what's those grandstands, in the comment section of a previous video. I answered, and just for you to tell you one more time, those are stadium short side. It's from the Drozilivats Stadium or something. I have no idea what it's called, but really cool grandstands, and I think they're gonna fit the racetrack very, very well. So we're gonna have like two here at this side. Can we connect them up? Yeah, we can always try. And then as well on this side, like at the pit exit, I think it's a good idea to have a grandstand. You know what? This is gonna be this like the stadium side. Come on, you go fit here. Why won't you fit here though? What up though? There we go. That's better. Now they all need to be connected up by a road, so we might have a little issue here. So that's something we gotta fix actually. I'm gonna do that off camera. Now firstly I'm gonna place a couple of these roads around the racetrack because we want the grandstands, and at this location they're placed very closely to the road, to the racetrack. Oh, this might be an issue. I might have jumped the gun on this because these are a lot wider, and that means there's no tile in there anymore. So that's something I gotta fix. Be right back with ya. New design of the racetrack. There we go. So this turn is fixed now. The chicane is in the middle of here. To break the pattern up, I think this design is much, much better. Better or better? Better. Now better. We got some things in here, which is good. It's tremendous. Good. And now that means we can place something there. And I got some assets which I'm gonna place in a second. But first we're gonna, of course, get these inside roads fixed so we can have some couple grandstands around here. I think this can be a stuttering here. I think this can be a cool corner here. Oh, excuse me. As I said, I'm having a bit of a cold. And having a cold sucks. As y'all know, having a cold is horrible and no one wants a cold. That said, let's continue the video. I'm gonna place the grandstands over here. You're gonna have a nice view over this straight, like the corners there. That can be cool. Yes, very nice. Like these are the back roads where the people walk to their seats and stuff. And there's nice little shops around. I've been to Formula 1 twice before, to the Hockenheim ring. And there's a good atmosphere, really cool atmosphere going around there. And I'm taking inspiration from that as well, my personal experience there. Which I think was really cool and really nice. And I would go to Formula 1 again, 10 out of 10. It's super fun, really. If you have money left and you're a fan of Formula 1, I suggest you go check it out, actually. It's pretty fun to watch. And then we have a road go here, and go straight on, something like that. Now let's upgrade these, almost. We want some more grandstands, like all the way up here. Let's do a couple here, actually. We're gonna have a couple, like, at this angle right here. Then we're gonna have a road go back and do the same there. I don't know why. Let's do it, like, in a reverse shape. With a little change. Like right there. Oh, but they can go off here, so we're gonna need... let's just figure it out. That's gonna be the grandstand, there. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna have some more, like right here. It's gonna be a couple grandstands. We can always fit some more in. So now, with that all said, let's upgrade these roads to the highway, so they look a bit more realistic and racetrack-like. And you can see the turns are already starting to take shape very nicely now. It's looking a bit more like a hole, so like a real track. And we're gonna go that way. So I'm gonna have to inverse all these guys up to there. Then reverse them as well. And I think that's it. So it's a shame there's like these signs. I'm gonna have to try and get rid of them, but I probably can't. So that's a shame. And then we're gonna go to the painter tool. And excuse me. That is, I think it's in this, that's like the sandbox. We're gonna make sandboxes because that's what you have on racetracks. Look, that's what we're gonna need. And we're gonna make one here because that's a logic place for a sandbox. I'm gonna make it, oh, the brush can't go any smaller, but that's our sandbox there. We can always shape them up. We're gonna shape them up, so let's not worry about it. This is gonna be like also quite a large sandbox. I'd like this brush to be more accurate, but wait, I do have this one. I don't know if that looks bad or not. I think that's better. That's more as one. Looks a bit more like the road texture, so, or like the side of the road texture. So we're gonna get rid of this sand right here. Get you a big brush. I feel like Bob Ross when I'm doing stuff like this, like painting. Bob Ross was an epic man. He was cool. He was a cool guy. I had this one. And we're gonna go, let's shape it up to about 36. Larger, because we're beasts. We can handle power. And the other one might look a bit more realistic, like sand, but you know, it's not real sand which you see on racetrack. It is real sand, but it's man-made, let's call it like that. I'm just shaping the sandbox a bit there. I'm gonna make this perfect, really, trust me, but that's not gonna be detail working episode this time. We're gonna make and get stuff done actually. Like that. It's a nice sandbox. And here we're gonna need sandbox as well, because it's quite. I think that's a high-speed corner or a turn. This is gonna be one whole sandbox, like a large sandbox right here, which shapes down into the road. Something like this maybe. We're gonna have one here. This is all gonna be sand. Beautiful. Not quite, but beautiful. Then behind here is gonna be sandbox. And hit this turn, there's gonna be sandbox as well. So there's gonna be a lot of sand here on this racetrack. Looking like a desert already. Beautiful. And then they can go and then make one here, because this is a bit of a sharp turn. And then beautiful, round that off, round this off as well. And I think that's it. Oh, we might do one here as well, like a smaller one. Beautiful. And while we're at it, create one here too, shape it up. Shape's all gonna be made perfect once this episode is finished. Now I'm gonna grab the tree brush, which is not in there, but is in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a bit of a larger brush. And I'm gonna get rid of the trees, because I don't want them in my sandbox. Let's get also... Well, that's a bit too much, don't you think? Let's go for about that much. And let's delete all the trees which are in our racetrack, in the center of them, because we're gonna make this all man-made. It's not gonna be natural at all, because that's not what racetracks are. They're man-made by people. That's what's called man-made. Gonna empty this out right here. That's gonna be the grandstands. Space to walk, and around here is also gonna be a bit cleared out with trees. And it's gonna be in a forest. We might make it in a forest right here. But around it cannot be any trees, for safety reasons and other reasons. Oh, look at this, it's starting to look like a real racetrack. Really cool, I like this. Super cool. Now, once we go back to the park things, I downloaded a couple assets which are like racetrack friends and a pit lane. And we're gonna have a pit tower, like we're gonna have the pit straight here, which is gonna be a couple buildings, about 5 or 6. It's 5. That's long enough. And then grab this one, which is a pit tower. You see, it looks like a building. We got the podium, and we got a pit lane. So they can stop here and go to the pit lane, in the pit lane. And if I type in bus, I think I have a bus stop, which might say, oh no, I unsubscribed from the mod, so we cannot place like little, we can do parking lots. That's a great idea for Rixes. That's a great idea. Parking. I think there's a single parking. So 4x4. That's what you need. This is what you need. Okay. We got a single one of those. I don't think we have one. I don't know what this is, but that is weird. Not gonna work. Scrap that problem, or what you call an ID. Now the fence is gonna be reversed, which is gonna suck. There's nothing you can do about it, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that on camera. That's such a very boring job to do. We're gonna figure out a bit more of these pit lanes. So we're gonna place down a couple more grandstands, and we do have smaller ones. It's the wrong way, I think. We have to go this way. We do. This is a smaller one, and one small one is like a bit larger than one large one. So no, this is gonna be like right there. That's good. That works. Go back to the parks. And then get, let's say, 3 of these small grandstands in. Beautiful. I'm gonna have a couple more here. It's gonna be the long stadium side. Beautiful like that. And then we're gonna have a couple here, which I think is gonna be just some separate small, like that. It's more beautiful if they're connected up, isn't it? It is. Bulldoze you, and then grab a new one. That's not the one I was looking for. Right there. Cool. So that is... Wait, we forgot one here. So they have a viewing point on like this whole section of the racetrack. And then grab a corner or like make your turn out of this, which can be very nice, and has to be like right there. No. Like that, a little straight piece in there, so we can put a couple grand strands there. My speaking is not really on point today. By 12, and then grab the straight piece again. Beautiful. So the roads are connecting up, which is nice. Now we're gonna have to need a path behind the grandstands, but first fix these roads. And I think we can make do if we do like a 3. Both. It's gonna look a bit derpy, but that's something we're gonna have to ignore for now. And we got the roads there. Let's connect these ones up as well. So I have a lot of stuff fixed. Don't mind the arrows there, but I have a lot of stuff done. And as you can see, once we go into this mode, we got the grandstands, we got the pit lane, we got like the roads going around, the sandboxes, and it's not detailed up very much, but we got this road going around where the grandstands are, and everything I think will work in the future. Now it's already starting to look very cool from the like the aerial view. I like it. I'm gonna have to get some detail mods, and I'm gonna get rid of these lampposts. That's I'm gonna do off screen, which you won't have to witness, but we're gonna need some details around here, and I'm gonna think that's props, but I'm not sure yet. Anyways, I don't know what to do anymore in this episode. I do have an idea, but I'm not gonna be able to finish that in... It's gonna be an hour-long episode if I finish it. I know you might like that, but you know, that's gonna go into detail work, and my cold is really starting to act up now for some reason. I don't know, you might be able to hear it in my voice. But the basics are laid out, and we're gonna connect up the pit lane road, which is like the back road, to probably what's gonna be the main area. And I think this is gonna be the main entrance right here. My cold is really bad at this moment, at this juncture of all junctures. But the entrance to the pit lane is going to be on this side. There's going to be tons of parking lots here. There's going to be a train station, bus lines, whatever. So let's line it up. And let's see. I'm going to go for this. About this much. So that's going to go like down. There's going to be a tunnel right here. From about 10. That's going to take up a lot of space, so let's not do that, but... about that much. I think that will work. Go down. Create a 10. Oh, wrong button. Page down, connect this up. Go all the way to here. Page up again, and then create a 10. So we got the road which enters in here. And that's gonna connect up right there. Very nicely. So it's gonna generate a bit of traffic and a bit of liveliness in the area. And we're gonna have the parking lot for the trucks and for the race cars. It's gonna be some festivals like in the middle of the racetrack. It's gonna be park, everywhere you can sit, relax, even a restaurant. Everything is gonna be in here. It's gonna be like a mini city of its own. And this is gonna connect up to the main entrance road, which is gonna split off into every grandstand available. So we're gonna have a road which goes to these two, a road which goes to like these two, and then a separate road which might lead off here or there, which goes to that one and that one. These are probably gonna be the same ones, and this is gonna be along the way. So that's all gonna be very nice, and I'm really looking forward to finish this area. But I'm not gonna do it today in this episode. It's a shame, I know, but I'm already recording for 40 minutes now, and my dinner is probably ready in about 15. So I gotta eat too, and yeah, it's good that the game works again. I like it, and yeah. Before we end, we're gonna do a bit more. So like, what's the corner piece? What is it? I wanna know what is all the fuss about. I can try it here. Is that the corner piece? That's it. Let's not use this because it is ugly. And there we go. There's like a fence, which usually is like the pit lane wall. And I know it's inverted right now. It's not inverted, which is good. And I can't use the prop line tool, which sucks. But this is gonna look really cool. That's bad. That is bad. But it works. It works for now. Let's get that about a couple more, like 5 or something right here. Beautiful. Now that's usually something like concrete. So let's grab the concrete brush. Let's get a 1x4, which is too small. Let's get a 2x2. It's gonna be tight actually. Let's just get a 4x4, which is easy to use. And now it all looks like one, which is good because it needs to be. 2x2. Now you barely even notice that there is no road in there, and it's all like one concrete slab, which is good, and it's nice. It looks professional, and we're gonna have a tire wall and all that kind of stuff in there, so that's always is cool. This is like a bit like Malaysia, I think, or China. They have like the pit exit or pit entry is also in the final corner. But I like this racetrack. I think it looks really cool. I love it. And we're gonna work on it next episode. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Oh, by the way, if you're still watching the video, which I don't know if you are, someone suggested we should make suburban areas, which I'm definitely gonna do. Not in this episode, not in the next one. Next one we're still gonna work on this area. And we're gonna finish that, but we're gonna work on the suburbs next after that. So we got a whole lot of projects going on. We got downtown, we got east, midtown, lower east, San Vegas, whatever. We all got these projects going on. By the way, this area is completely destroyed. There's gonna be suburban areas right now. I think I'm gonna delete it. I don't know. We'll see in the future. But we're gonna make suburban areas in the next couple episodes. If you're watching, there you go. I said it. And I hope you enjoyed. I really do. And I of course hope to see you in the next one, where we're gonna enjoy making the inside things of these. I'm gonna shut up now. My cold is killing me. I hope to see you in the next one, of course. Goodbye. Take care. You're awesome. See ya later.